We've lost our last 2 matches in the Premier League, but can we overcome Tottenham in the Europa League? Find out on today's episode. Hello and welcome to Club 7, Episode 5 of The Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got both legs of the Europa League quarter-final against Tottenham for you. So let's get straight into the first leg, which is at home against Tottenham, and let's show you the team for that one. And it is Bilo in goal, back four of Murphy, Diveev, Kalulu and Skella. Ilic at the base of midfield, Musa and Kamara ahead of him, Zakarian on the left, Guest on the right, Joseph up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is recommending I expect to see a much better performance from you tonight. Fully agree with him. So we will point the finger and go with that. And let's go into the tunnel, find out what they want to know. Where are you looking for improvements after a disappointing match against Southampton last time out? We have to stick to our game plan. It's Derby Day. How much do you look forward to taking on your local rivals? Always a tremendous occasion. Emil Smith-Rowe misses out due to injury. How much of an absence will he be? It's a big match and I want the players who are fit and available to step up to the plate. Absolutely. Right, let's get into the match then and see if we can claim a win in the first leg. So as always, we'll let the first 10 minutes drift by without any interventions from us at all. And so far we've had the better of it after 7 minutes, and we are past the 10-minute mark now, and we've had the better of it, although Spurs have had the first shot on target, not highlight worthy, but so let's demand more and see if that helps. Strike into Ndawa. Strike has it again, goes back this time to Fernandez and he launches it long. Skella's underneath it, but he's given it away and Perez is in here, and in fact it's Paez, not Perez, and it's Arsenal 0, Tottenham 1. That is not the start we had in mind. 20 minutes gone. We'll go attack in. So Kalulu is with Diveev into Ilic. Musa finds Zakarian. He finds Murphy. Back to Ilic. Back to Diveev into Kamara. Kalulu, we're keeping the ball nicely enough. Skella, but it's not going anywhere. Although Skella bursts down the right hand side and gives the ball away. Frimpong back to Strike. Devanchins gives it back to Zakarian. Zakarian to Musa to Ilic. Kamara. Mohamed Kamara's shot is just wide. And we still haven't had a shot on target yet, which is extremely worrying given that we're behind at home to Spurs. So let's demand more as soon as we can, and then we'll need to make a decision as to what we do at half time. So demanding more. It's Zakarian's corner. The header from Igor Diveev has found the back of the net, and it is Arsenal 1, Spurs 1. I won't bother with the replay for an equaliser. Paez back to Strike, to Sole into Devanchins, and Dower back to Sole, and Dower to Frimpong. Frimpong's ball forward, picks out Kalulu, so Skella brings it forward for Arsenal. Musa gives it away, and Dower to Owen. We've won it back. Skella down the right hand side. needs to get this forward. He does, finds Guest. It's crossed in. Musa off the woodwork and cleared. Paez goes back to Ndawa, Devanchans, but the highlight comes to an end. And we do deserve to be level, at least. So I'm not massively going to rip into the lads at half time, but we do need to make some changes. Zgela needs to come off for injury purposes, so that will be the change we make at half time. Time for everyone to dig in and give everything you've got, so let's give them the means to do that. So Mislav Zgela for Takahiro Tomiyasu, and let's send them out for the second half. Okay, I think Joseph might need to come off. He's not having his best afternoon or best evening in an Arsenal shirt, so we'll demand more. Joseph does need to come off for fitness reasons anyway, and I think we'll give Pellistri a go up front. So let's make that change. Frimpong, we've won it back. Joseph back to Diveyev. Murphy plays it forward. Joseph is in on goal, but the keeper has made a save. We do win the corner. And because we've made a sub, the corner amounts to absolutely nothing. And our final change is going to be Guest, I think. Kamara into Guest. He has the shot, it's just wide. And it will be Guest as the final substitution, with Balogun, the man, coming on. Right, in fact, we will cancel that because there's a highlight going on. Pellistri is in, and he screws it wide. Right, Guest now will be substituted for Balogun. Although Balogun is actually not fit, which may be a mistake this early in the match to do that. Pellistri is in, chips it over the keeper, but it's also over the net as well. So inside the last 20 minutes, and can we force a winner at home? Tomiyasu back to Kamara. Tomiyasu again. Kamara back to Ilic. Ilic with the ball into the box. Zakarian off the woodwork, and Pellistri almost reluctantly puts the ball in the net, but it does count, and it is Arsenal 2, Tottenham 1. We've turned it around, so I won't bother with the replay. Zakarian is definitely struggling, but he's not alone. Can we find one more goal to really put the seal on the match for us? Kamara's picked up a knock, but I'm going to leave him on. There are loads of players who are absolutely on their last legs. We definitely deserve to win this game. We're into the last few minutes. We're into stoppage time, in fact. Devanchans, and we've won it back. Kamara has given it away though. Sole under pressure goes back to Fernandez. Devanchans to Hugo, but Tomiyasu wins it back. Kalulu to Ilic. Kalulu to Diveyev into Musa. Ilic tries to find Balogun, can't. And Spurs bring it forward, and that has been given as a penalty. I think it will be. We're waiting for the decision. No penalty. We've got away with it. And that will be this will be the last highlight. Martinelli back to Frimpong into Paez. Martinelli on the left hand side. It's played in, and Murphy heads it away. Surely that will be that. It isn't, it continues. And it's cleared into touch. Will there be one more highlight? There is, it's a Spurs highlight. Interventions, but Zakarian's won it back. Finds Ilic, who clears it, and that is full time. Arsenal 2, Tottenham 1. I'll be back in a moment with the second leg of the Europa League game. Okay, we managed a 1-0 win in the home Premier League game against Chelsea. So now it's time for the second leg of our Europa League game. So we're away at Tottenham, and it's exactly the same team as it was for the first leg. Bilo in goal, back four of Murphy, Deveyev, Kalulu and Zgela. Ilic at the base of midfield, Musa and Kamara ahead of him, Zakarian on the left, Guest on the right, Joseph up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, the assistant is saying this is a pretty closely fought rivalry. Play for the fans and they'll give us a boost. Absolutely. Pump the fists and go with that. And let's go into the tunnel. Are you hopeful of a performance? I know what we're capable of, and I believe we'll do well. An insight into how you might approach the game. Play as we always do. We'll take the game to them and you'll see the rest come kick-off. Smith Rowe isn't in the squad today, but isn't injured. It's a simple case of squad rotation. So Tottenham are playing a 3-4-3, and we're going with our usual 4-3-3. And we will get the match underway. And as always, we'll let the first 10 minutes just play out and see how things are going. Hopefully we'll get some clues in the first 10 minutes. Tottenham have had a corner, but nothing else. We've had the first shot, but not on target or highlight worthy. I think an encourage would be useful at this point. I don't see the point in a demand more. We're away from home in a tie that we're winning. Zakarian's not having the best game, so he might be the half-time fall guy, assuming that nobody needs to come off for injury reasons. Arsenal have actually now had the better of it. Zakarian into Joseph. He turns, finds Musa, beats his man. Plays it towards Zakarian but can't find him. Hugo back to Sole, Frimpong into Hugo. Martinelli down the left for Spurs, back to Hugo to Frimpong, back to Foss, Hugo into Martinelli. Martinelli turns, finds Hugo to Frimpong, to Ndawa. Frimpong to Martinelli, back to Hugo, Frimpong to Ndawa, and Spurs have scored through Gabriel Martinelli, and Zgela's mistake leads to the goal, so we will now demand more. Spurs have equalised, and it's both of our wingers are on 6.5s. And I'm just wondering about fitness. In fact, Joseph's on a 6.4. In fact, the whole front three is now, so that kind of explains why we're struggling. Paez, Martinelli now comes forward, hits the shot, Bilo equal to it. So I think definitely another demand more well, now that it's half time, it'll have to be something in the team talk. Thrash the arms, far from pleased, and we will need to make some changes. Question is who and what. Pellistri onto the right instead of Scott Guest. On the left, Balogun instead of Zakarian. In fact, I'll move Dwayne Joseph to the right, and then we'll take Pellistri off. In fact, no, leave it as it is for now, like that, and start the second half. We'll hit it with in fact, we'll go attack him. We'll hit them with a demand more as well. I don't want to second guess myself too much. Joseph does need to come off. He's having an absolute shocker. It's Bilo with the ball forward, but Antov has it for Spurs. Adams into Ndour. Damsgaard comes forward, and Spurs hit the woodwork, but Bilo gathers, and it's offside anyway. Right, Ilic needs to come off for fitness reasons, so we'll bring on, I think, Chris Mepham to play there. It's not the ideal sub. Kalulu into Zgala. Kamara to Joseph, plays it forward. Pellistri rounds the keeper but can't hit the target from a very narrow angle. And we did deserve to be level. As it stands, it is completely level on aggregate. Joseph is now severely struggling and has an actual injury. So I really don't want this going to extra time. Demand more. We're on attacking. We will get an extra sub if it does go to extra time, and obviously it will be Joseph that will come off. So I suppose the best outcome now is that we either score or hold on and get to extra time. Joseph has been tackled but not fouled. Martinelli back to Frimpong. Hugo to Antov. Sole to Ndour. Hugo to Martinelli. Spurs are playing through us at the moment. Paez down the right hand side, plays it to Ndour, to Thompson on the Spurs right, and he plays it back to Ndour. Thompson to Ndour again, crossed in, and the header over the top. And it will go to extra time, and indeed does. So we'll make a substitution at this point. In fact, we'll go into the dressing room, give the lads some words of encouragement, not happy, and we'll make that substitution at the interval between full time and extra time. So Dwayne Joseph is the man to come off, and it will be Sebastian Breton to replace him. And let's go and get the extra time first period underway to try and see the match through to a conclusion. We'll demand more. I don't think we've got any more subs left. We haven't. Spurs with a corner. The header is over the top, so it's a goal kick to Arsenal, but the highlight comes to an end. And we've literally got nothing left we can do. We are out of substitutions. We're already attacking. I'm certainly not backing off at this stage. So we'll just start the extra time second period. Demand more is the only option we've got open to us. And we're into the last 8 minutes of extra time. At the moment it's heading to penalties unless anyone scores. Into the last 5 minutes. Still no highlights. It's going to take a very, very late goal now to to stop it going to penalties. We'll demand more one last time, and it is penalties. So I will pick the penalty takers. So Balogun is anxious, so won't take one. Diveyev, Breton, Musa, Kamara, and Pelistri will be the first 5, and I'll leave the rest up to the assistant. Relax, pick your spot, and don't change your mind. So let's go into penalties, and it's Arsenal at first with Diveyev, and he scores, sends the keeper the wrong way. Martinelli comes forward, the former Arsenal player, and he scores as well. Breton comes forward for Arsenal to try and give us the lead for a second time. Can he do it? Yes, he can. And it's now Hugo for Tottenham. And what will he do? He sends the keeper the wrong way to level things up yet again. And it's Musa for Arsenal. Musa sends the keeper the wrong way and restores Arsenal's lead. Devanchins with the chance to level it for Arsenal again. He goes to the keeper's left and scores. Mohamed Kamara comes forward and he goes to the keeper's left and scores, even though the keeper goes the right way. Antov for Spurs, and his penalty to the keeper's right is saved by Bilo. So we now have our first opportunity to actually win the tie in the shootout, and it is Pelistri with the chance to do just that. And Pelistri manages to do it. He sends the keeper the wrong way and has put Arsenal through into the next round. I'll be back in a moment with the Premier League table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Time now to take a look at the Premier League table, and as you can see, we're in 12th place in the Premier League. And we have won 11 matches, drawn 7 and lost 14. We've reached the magic 40 points, so we are categorically safe. But we are 16 points adrift of the Europa League spots. So the only way we're getting into Europe, although we are in the Europa Conference League, the only way we're getting into the Europa League is by winning it, and in fact that would qualify us for the Champions League anyway. So it's going to be either the Conference League or the Champions League, one extreme or the other. So let's have a look then at what is coming up on the next episode. And I will bring you back. I'll show you the Europa League semi-final. So I'll show you both legs of that in the next episode against Mainz. The home leg first, then away, and I'll play the Birmingham game in between off camera. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Don't forget to leave me a comment as well to let me know how you've enjoyed the video, and thank you very much indeed for watching.